Breakfast of champions. Unfortunately, it's a Safeway donut and not a Walmart donut. Walmart didn't have any today. Their donuts are way better than Safeway's, which is really strange, but at least I got a donut. Wish me luck. I'm about to start my 27.5 mile run, and it is currently 32 degrees out. Oh, it's so cold. I hate running in the cold. I can't wait for summertime. So we're just going to run from Yelm into Tenino and get breakfast at the Sandstone Cafe with a friend, and then I'm going to run back. So we'll see how it goes. See you soon. It is a beautiful morning for a run. It is definitely chilly. Whew. We are 2.3 miles in, so just over halfway-ish to Rainier, because Rainier is 5 miles. So, see you in Rainier. I made it to Rainier. We're moving about 4.5 miles an hour. So, since I got a late start this morning, I think I'm gonna get to the cafe right about noon. So we'll see. Although this whole first 5 miles is uphill, and after this, I get a bit of downhill, which I love. So that might speed things up a bit. We'll see. But so far, moving roughly 4.5 miles an hour, and we're 5 miles in Rainier right now. This is a cute little town. Oh, the bridge is slippery. Ooh, very slippery. I think we're coming to the turnoff here soon. You can take another trail. Takes you into like Lacey. If you want to go get, mugged by illegal drug addicts, take that trail. Okay, we reached the split. We are going to go left into Tenino. If you want to be mugged, unalived is what I have to say for YouTube because of their censoring, or by druggies or illegals, go right. That'll take you into Lacey. You'll get your wish. It's near Olympia. The Democrats love their criminals, so there's lots of them that way. If you want to go that way, we're going to go left. We're going this way. It's slightly safer. Okay, on our way to Tenino. We are at 7.27 miles. It's 13 total, so we got like 6 left. This is a really pretty spot on the trail. This creek here. This is like a killer swim spot. Okay, we are almost 8 miles in, and it is absolutely beautiful. The sun has come out. It's like the perfect temperature now. It's not too cold, it's not too hot. The sun feels great. I've missed it. I can't wait for summer. Last mile, getting ready to come into Tenino, and I am ready for breakfast. I'm starving. See you at breakfast. We made it. We're in Tenino. So now we're just looking for a little side trail to hop down onto the road so that we can get over to the cafe, because this trail brings you up kind of behind the cafe. So now we gotta find a way to drop down to it so we can go get breakfast, because I'm starving. One's dog's excited. These people are working their dog out by having it chase a drone. That is a brilliant idea and a really good way to get your dog's energy out if you have a high energy breed. That's great. We made it. Breakfast. Thank you so much. Yay for breakfast. Oh, it looks busy. Okay, we are leaving Tenino. Finished breakfast. It's, oh, I don't have my time out, but I think it's like 1:20, something like that. So, probably get back to the car just around darkish. I'm expecting. I'm not gonna push as hard going home as I did coming out. So I kind of expect to take a little bit longer, of course. Only makes sense. The sun is gone away. The clouds are all out. It's not too bad. It's a little chilly without the sun. But I got lots of layers. So if I get too cold, I'll just put some clothes on. Breakfast was awesome. The Sandstone Cafe in Tenino makes such good food. And the waitress was super sweet, and she filled my water bottles for me, so thank you. That was very kind of her. And now my belly's nice and full of yummy hash browns and bacon and eggs and toast. And I feel like I have food coma and I want to take a but I got 13 miles to go back to the house, so we'll nap when we get there in a bit. McIntosh, Washington? Huh. I completely missed the sign on the way out, so. Oh, that's the, okay, that makes sense. So, McIntosh, Washington, looking northeast, 1928. It's an old original photo. That's really cool. From 1871 to 1873, the Northern Pacific Railroad constructed the Prairie Line from Kalama on the Columbia River to Tacoma on Puget Sound. With the coming of the railroad, logging and milling operations moved inland along the rails. Many of these mills, including McIntosh, also operated narrow-gauge logging railroads reaching into the vast old-growth forests. In 1889, a new post office, Coinmo, began operating at this site. The following year, the NPRR designated a station, McIntosh, in honor of one of its company officials. The first mill here was the Nisqually Mill Co. By 1900, the mill was called the Prairie Mill, owned by Tenino merchant Albert Perry and George Lawler, an experienced mill manager from Tacoma. By 1904, financial difficulties sent the mill into receivership. A short time later, the entire operation burned in a mysterious fire. In the aftermath, Perry emerged as sole owner and put a new mill in operation. The Perry Mill was typical of Western Washington mills of the era. The work was grueling and employee turnover high. By the early 1900s, immigrant labor, mainly Scandinavians and Japanese, comprised the majority of the labor at the mill. The Perry Mill continued into the 1920s, and when it was acquired by the Green River Lumber Co., by then, lowland supplies of timber were diminishing, and many mills moved operations closer to the uncut high mountain forests. By 1928, the GRL Co. also declared bankruptcy. By World War II, most residents of McIntosh departed. Equipment and buildings were moved or dismantled, leaving only a very large pile of sawdust. In the 1990s, the Prairie Line rails were removed. Today, a few scattered bricks and pilings are the only remains of McIntosh. Its legacy is the financial foothold it provided to new immigrants whose descendants remain part of Thurston County. Interesting. Okay. Phew. We are just shy of 19 miles. And I'm starting to feel it in my legs now. Whew. It's getting hard to walk in like a straight line. Running's even harder. I swear to God, this whole entire thing is uphill slightly the entire way. My tracking thing lied when it told me there was downhill. Hopefully, we get a little bit of a second wind. Push me through the last little bit. But we're only about 4 miles from Rainier. Okay. See that right there? That's my husband. This is why I don't road run. There's entirely too many outs. I'm not doing the last 5 miles. I'm done. We are 22 and a half in, and I'm out. Trail running, I don't have this option. That's why I trail run.